What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to Football Manager 2019. We are about to play Spurs in the league. We haven't played anything since yesterday's episode, so yeah, you'll know all about that if you've watched it, of course. But things are starting to get a little bit tight now in that sort of top four. Well, I say top four. I think it's not impossible, but we've more or less given up the top two spots this season. Liverpool have strengthened tremendously in the summer. Man City didn't need to and still did anyway, although they have somehow not been as good as they were last year. We have conceded far too many goals this season, which is a slight concern because I thought the defence was where we were solid. I thought maybe the wingers were where we were sort of lacking, but I don't know. We've got that new central midfield player coming in less than a month. Hopefully that'll tighten a few things up. But ultimately, we need to beat Spurs today. If we don't beat Spurs and we get a point, it's okay. If we lose, it's concerning, that's for sure. Tottenham on a good run of form. The team that we're playing today is going to be slightly rotated, actually. Douglas Luiz comes into the middle. Alex Telles and Baba are doing some sort of every other game rotation right now because they're just as good as each other, so it makes sense. Harrit comes in for Ryan Kent. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Just want to change it up a little bit, see what happens. Florian Thauvin can't play against his parent club, so he's ineligible today. Mariano comes back in for Abdoulaye Touré, who played in the last match. Garcia is winding down the clock with regards to his days at the club because he's sealed a move to Spurs, and he's now about to play against them. So let's go in and potentially show what Tottenham are going to be getting with Garcia's performance, and let's try and beat them, shall we? In the summer, January, we're going to need to go and spend some big money. You know, these players that they have there, they are far better than the players that we have. Apart from maybe Vertonghen at left back and possibly Zappacosta at right back, that team is just every bit stronger than ours. Harry Kane is a good player. Jovelic is a very good goal scorer, so maybe there we're sort of level, but everything else, they just outplay us. Question is, can we, on the day, outplay them? Jack Butland picks up the loose ball, and we go. They've got a little bit of fatigue here or there. They're coming off the back of a league game like we are, but for some reason they've not recovered maybe as well as what we have. They've got Mbabu, Mandzukic. They've got a lot of good players there. Delaney with a free kick just goes wide of the mark. They're not like super fatigued. I mean, they are a little bit, but they're not like to the point where I think it's going to cause them a problem. They just might have to make some subs to their starting 11 a little bit sooner than what we'll have to. But Mariano pokes it forward. Here's the club top goal scorer at the moment. Ball comes over. Berardi there to score his 7th of the season, and Dejan Jovelic with an assist. I tell you what, Jovelic is basically Mariano of last season. He's the reason we're anywhere near where we are right now. Harrit has gone off injured, and boy oh boy am I glad that wasn't Ryan Kent. I'm actually really glad I've played Harrit in there initially, because if that had been Ryan Kent, I would have been distraught. Harrit is likely to be out for a while because it was a straight red injury. Delaney in an identical position, this time bends it too far into Butland. And we come away with it. Everton were bottom of the league yesterday. They are now in 17th with a game in hand, which is just testament. Oh my God, that's poor. That's so poor. Just a testament, I was going to say, to what a little bit of hard work and a string of some decent results can do. I mean, they must have only won, 2 on the bounce or something, and all of a sudden they're up there. So well done to them. But did anyone say 1-0 at half time? We've picked up an injury. It could have been 2. Jovelic has missed a sitter. I'm going to let that slide for now, but if he does that again, we'll be having words. I don't care how many goals he scored this season. If you're missing chances like that, then there's a problem. Alex Telles in a very advanced position, plays a great ball to Kent. Can he play it across? He can, and it's just not going to come or fall for a Stoke player in the end. Unfortunately, they're going to start to... Oh, Harry Kane's gone off injured. Straight red injury as well. Here comes Mario Mandzukic. He's feeling aggressive, apparently. That's concerning. He might get a straight red, not straight red injury if he's not careful. He's still aggressive, but now he's anxious. Right, okay. We'll be looking to make a sub in just a second. We do have an Arsenal League Cup game in a couple of days. I think I'll be looking to make a sub now. Douglas Luiz could possibly be giving way for Leo Stulak. I think we'll do that. We've already made one sub, of course, in Harrit, so I think I'll probably let that sort of permutate for a little bit and see what we can get out of it. I'm kind of hoping that they've gone past the point of their threat right now, because they're so fatigued at this stage of the game. I'm hoping they just sort of lie down and Ryan Kent scores. He needed 2 bites of the cherry to do it. 7th goal of the season. Much like Berardi on the opposite side, we're 2-0 up. This is looking good. Tottenham are notoriously difficult to play against in Football Manager, especially for me. Every save I've ever had, they've been a thorn in my side. But on today's showing, they've not actually done an awful lot. They don't have an awful lot of grit. Come on, Tottenham, come at me. See what you can do. Matt Tweedy with the ball over the top. Here's Heung-min Son, ball into the box, and that's over the bar. You are pathetic. Worst team in the league. No, in all honesty, they are going to be with us all the way until the end of the season. I would imagine that it'll be between us and Spurs, possibly with Arsenal or Man United creeping in behind to pick up the third place position. I'm trying to think of who to bring on. Alex Garcia could maybe do with coming off. Should we bring on Alfred Duncan? Tell him to do a little bit of box-to-boxing. Not actual boxing, just box-to-boxing. And there we go. We should be able to wind down the clock that way. Ball's thrown in. They're deep in their own half here. If we can steal the ball, you never know. Then again, if we concede a goal, we have got 5 minutes of squeaky bum time. Here's Mandzukic into the penalty area. It's blocked and Alex Telles can get it away. And it's as far as Ryan Kent, who's a little bit more fresh-legged than every other player because he came on as a sub. Great ball to Berardi, who's missed at the near post. It was a good effort. Great run from Kent. We're still not done yet, though. 2 minutes from time. Delaney plays a ball in towards Heung-min Son. It's not collected by Butland. It was poor, and Son has scored his 4th of the season, which now I'm going to have to tell them to show some passion. I've not had to shout a single instruction the entire game because they've just been playing well. We've got 6 minutes of added time, and we've only played 1 minute 40, and Tottenham have possession. I swear to God, if we throw away a 2-goal lead in 5 minutes, I am going to be anything but pleased. Ball played through, and it's 2-2, and that's just typical Football Manager, to be honest. That boils my blood. And it's got nothing to do with me calling them out or anything. I mean, what can I do at this point? Demand more. It's got nothing to me, going, oh, come on, Tottenham, show me what you're made of. That's a load of nonsense. This was always going to happen. This is just pathetic. How we've managed to do this. Ball into Jovelic. There's Berardi. Stulak with a decent turn. We've lost I swear, right? If we lose the game, that's unbelievable. Well, I'm livid. I've never been this annoyed at FM before in my life. I am livid. Stulak is going to get booked. 2-2. We've thrown away what really should have been. I mean, it was 88 minutes and it was 2-0, and now it's 2-2, and that's going to be the end of the game. Is it? Hello? I mean, we've played, 30, 40 seconds. Can you blow the whistle, please? This is, I swear to God, if they score. There you go, full time. 2-2. Look at that. 3 minutes. I think it's best that I just leave that one alone. And I don't dwell on it too much, otherwise I will get very, very annoyed. We had a chance to close the gap on City. We had it with 88 minutes, and all of a sudden, nothing I could have done about that. It just fell to pieces. Harriet's out between 4 and 7 weeks. Great. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to get over that for a long time. If we don't finish second or win the league and it's by 2 points, just gonna. Anyway, we need to let it go. Champions League first round knockout, or first knockout round, whatever. It's the draw. Teams left in the competition at this stage: Arsenal, Inter, Milan, Spurs. I'd love it. I want Spurs. Bayern, Man City, PSG, Valencia. and then the unseeded teams. So we can't draw Barca, Real Madrid. I tell you what, we've done well there. Okay, we've missed out the opportunity to draw CSKA or PSV or Porto, but then on the other hand, we won't draw Barca, Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid, huge teams, and then Napoli are a big side in there as well. Okay, we could draw Milan and PSG and City and all the rest of it, but hey, let's draw the first team. It is going to be CSKA, so we can't draw these, and they're going to come up against... I'd like Man City to be taken out of the equation here if possible. Inter. Shame, one of the teams I wouldn't have minded. Up next, Porto, so we can't be drawn against Porto. Again, Man City, please. There it is. It's one of the big boys gone. Next team to be drawn, Barcelona. We can't be drawn against Barca. I wouldn't mind it if Bayern or maybe PSG went here. Tottenham, that's a shame. I would have loved to have played Tottenham. I hope Lionel Messi tears them a new one. Next team, Real Madrid. We can't be drawn against these either. So again, Bayern or PSG, please. Milan, okay, now things are starting to get a little bit concerning. Valencia is the team I want. It's Napoli. We can't get drawn against Napoli. Anyone but Valencia. Arsenal. I wouldn't have minded Arsenal, to be fair, because they're not doing that well in the league. Anyway, next team. It's Stoke. We are home for the first leg. I want Valencia. I got given PSG. God damn it. Bayern, Atletico. Oh, PSV, Valencia. Such a bum tie. Because it's two of the weaker sides against each other. Valencia have got a good team in this universe. I can't be saying they're a weak team. They're fourth in the Spanish league, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. They finished champions either a year ago or a year before. Nope, they finished fourth. Then they won it the year before that. That's it. I know my stuff. But either way, we've drawn PSG. I mean, stranger things have happened, but I don't really see us beating them. They are currently second in the league behind Lyon. I wonder how well they've been doing. So last year they won the league. The year before that they won the league. They've won the league every year since the start of time. They're not doing too well this season, but still, not the best of draw, was it? Jovelic injured for 1 or 3 days. Mia is out for... What the hell happened? He's fractured his wrist. How have you managed that, you plum? We'll use the club doctor. And he'll be out for 4 weeks. He shouldn't be out too much in terms of recovery either, because it's just his wrist, really. Just need to make sure you don't fall over and you're fine. So we have Spurs now. I really, not Spurs. We have Arsenal. My bad. We have Arsenal to beat. We are a centre-back down, apparently, but it is the Carabao Cup quarter-final. The semi-finals get drawn 2 days later. And there's a big if we can progress here, we will stick around for the draw. But we've got a lot to contend with. So, oh dear, do we have some injuries? Let's swap Mariano and Torre. There you go. Much better. Get him in there as a poacher. He loves it. Right, next we're going to get Stulak in for Douglas Luiz. That's a nice one. Berardi needs a break, which is fine because it means that Florian Thauvin can come back in. Need to switch that back again because I had to switch the whole thing. So, right, where's Ryan Kent? He's fine. He can play. He goes there. Stulak is okay. Alex Telles can't play because he's been suspended. Oh, this is a mess. An absolute mess. Florian Thauvin up there for Berardi. That's cool. Baba comes in for Telles. That's cool as well. Who else do we have at right back? Who's our right back? Vagnoman. He comes in for Bauer. Nice little link there with Florian Thauvin as well. I think we're good now in terms of... Okay, Markovic can't play because he's absolutely shattered, which means Broughton is going to have to play. Not sure I'm that confident about that, but okay. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Things are looking problematic, aren't they? I think Gibbs White's going to have to come onto the bench. Even Kitolano may have to come onto the bench. Yep, that looks about right. Berardi can't play. We have absolutely no wing cover whatsoever, so Kent and Thauvin are going to have to play the entire game. Kent doesn't look like he can play the entire game. but it's tough. He's going to have to. I have no one who can replace them. Not even in the under-23s, because I've loaned them out thinking I didn't need them. But injury here, injury there, fixture congestion list, and all of a sudden we are in trouble. Centre-back wise, again, I have no one who can replace them. Bauer's going to have to come onto the bench here, because I'm going to have to put Bauer in at centre-back. Maybe even Corrigan at this stage. Oh, Corrigan is horrendous. Why is he still at the club? He's valued at 3 million, and he's got a 4-star potential. Anyway, let's get into it. We may have to bring off Gellin at some point for Bauer. This is a very, very, very weakened team compared to what we're used to. That's a very strong Arsenal team. I would say, no faith in beating this Arsenal side today. Absolutely no faith at all. I just don't want to be embarrassed, to be honest, because we've got a lot of suspensions and injuries, and it's just not gone our way, and it's just the way things are. They look like they've got a couple of fatigue issues. De Ligt looks less than fit. This highlight is running on a little bit, though, so that concerns me. Here's Aubameyang. Runs through, ball falls to Rakitic, just over the bar, and we survive that one. So here we go. We are underway. Arsenal are... Right, De Ligt is fatigued, as I said. Memphis Depay is almost dead, and he's on the bench, so that's something. Although they do have a fully fit Lacazette to come on and punish us if need be. We won it last year. I don't know if we had to beat Arsenal along the way. We probably didn't, but... yeah, we won it last year. We are the defending champions, but we are not playing particularly well right now. We're going through one of those sort of soggy, poor form patches that we really do need to fix quite quickly. Garcia with the ball over the top. Torre, good touch from him, gets into the penalty area. What a challenge that is. And the chance comes to nothing. But Torre had an opportunity then, but it was some really fine defending that hindered him. Ball played in from Vagnoman, back post, and what a finish from Ryan Kent. That has to be the tightest angle I've ever seen. We are 1-0 up in the quarter-final of the League Cup. They've gone for it, haven't they? Let's be honest. That's the full-strength Arsenal side. They have gone for it. And that's what's so irritating about not drawing them in the Champions League, because we are at less than full strength. I mean, this is a B team. Okay, granted, we've got a few players here or there. You know, Mariano and Torre are first team players. Thereabouts. Mariano's been left out of a few games lately, but you know, like, our defense has changed dramatically. They're not full. They're not first choice. My midfield isn't really full choice. First choice even, as Torre makes it 2-0. We're going to Wembley. Maybe. We were 2-0 up against a London club a minute ago, and that didn't end well, so calm down. But yeah, it's concerning. Not concerning, it's annoying, because, you know, a B team, essentially, or a heavily rotated side at least, is beating Arsenal, dare I say, comfortably. What a challenge that is. And they've got their foot... He hasn't even scored this season. Great. They've got a full-strength side out, I was about to say. So if we had drawn them in the Champions League, then it may have been straightforward running to just go through. But as it stands, now all of a sudden, it's 2-1. And we're not looking nervous, to be fair. Our players look confident, composed, calm, which is nice to see. We are going to have to make some subs. I'm going to have to leave Tovan and Kent on. Kent wants to come off. He's dying. He's 68% fit right now. Alex Garcia needs to come off. I'm going to bring on the youngster Alex Hunt, who can play in the natural automatic central midfield position that formation sort of demands, really. I'm also going to bring on... I'm going to bring on Dorado. He's not match fit. However, he is a holding midfielder, like an anchor. And that I want to just... get someone in front of the back four, sorts it all out. Tovan's picked up a knock, but it's tough. He has to play on. Can't do anything about it. There's a highlight coming, but I'm going to make a sub anyway. Wait, the League Cup goes into extra time, doesn't it? No, forget subs. There's no replay in the League Cup. Let's wait to see what happens here, because if this is a goal for Arsenal, then I'm going to have to fix it. Ball over the top. Gelling knocks it back to Butland, who this time clears successfully. Kent gets ahead on it. Comes back to De Ligt. And here we go. From the back, another clearance. We win possession, but they've got it back again. Memphis, long ball over to Jesse Lingard. Goal. Right. We've thrown away another 2-goal lead. And that is annoying. And I know a lot of people will tell me, and I want to get this out of the way, a lot of people will tell me in the comments, you went 2-0 up and you didn't change anything. That's why you've conceded 2 goals. No. Nonsense. Yes, it happened against Spurs, and yes, it's just happened again, but that's not the reason why. Going defensive in Football Manager, it may work for you. It never, ever, ever works for me. If I try and tighten up at the back, try and protect the lead, all it does is invite pressure and we end up conceding 4 or 5. I would prefer to continue to play the way that we're playing, maybe tweak here or there, bring on the odd sub to play a different role like an anchor or something, and then fair enough. I'm not changing the system or putting more defenders on or anything like that. It doesn't work for me. Never, ever, ever. Let's make a sub. I'm not sure if this goes to extra time then penalties or straight to penalties or what, but it's time to change something. I think Gibbs-White for Torre might be an option. Not that it's that great an option, really, because he's not particularly good. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he's all right. He's just not a guy you'd bring on to get a goal, you know. Florian Thauvin is 100% running the risk of getting injured permanently there. But it's either that, like leave him on and risk it, or take him off and change the entire shape. Ball comes in just over the bar from Mariano. What we really needed in this game was Jovelic. But never mind. They've brought on Depay, by the way, who's already less fit or... yeah, straight to penalties. Well, that is a little bit worrying because I think I've taken off Torre, who has pretty damn good penalties. But never mind. Let's do this. Right, hopefully we won't need more than 7 penalties. But if we do, then we may start to struggle. I mean, everyone's got 4+. Even the goalkeeper's got 4+. But we don't have any, like, really good penalty takers. That's a worry. Mariano's up first. I hate penalties in this game. I really do. Here we go then. Goal. Right. We're on the score sheet. I'm glad there's no extra time. Here's Ivan Rakitic. Mariano can't bear to watch. He's got it back to goal. And that was a very good penalty. Butland just... I don't know where he went. Tovan's going to limp to this. Can he score? He can. That's a good penalty. Oh, dear. Former Celtic man up next. Can he make it 3-2? Yes, he can. Oh, wait, not 3-2. 2-2-all. Sorry, I looked at the wrong score. Hunt, the youngster. This is a lot of pressure on this young man's shoulder. Memphis Depay is going to have to take a Zimmer frame up to this because he's got like 58% fitness, and that's when he came on as a sub. Well, it looks like we're going out of the Carabao. Maybe I've got myself to blame for it. I don't know. But Gibbs-White on as a sub, and he scores. It's close, but he does score. We need Lingard to miss, really. He was the guy who scored the equaliser that got us to where we are right now, and he's just dinked his penalty into the far corner. If we miss, we are out. And up to take the penalty is Ryan Kent. He's been so good for us this season. I will be bitterly disappointed for him if he misses. It's going to dent his confidence no end. Please put it in, Kent. Please. He scored. It's a very good penalty as well. We need Arsenal to miss this penalty to take us into sudden death. However, well, it's Nelson. I mean, again, fairly young player there. He's just come on as a sub. Maybe they just brought him on to take the penalty. I don't know, but we'll wait and see. Oh, it's gone underneath Butland. That's poor as Arsenal run away and celebrate. They were 2-0 down and they've come back and they've beaten us, and it's happened two times in 3 days. I am annoyed. Very annoyed. We've thrown away a 2-goal lead at Spurs, and we've just thrown a 2-0 lead away against Arsenal. That one hurt a little bit more. I'm not going to praise his performance. That hurt a little bit more because we've just been dumped out of a cup competition, essentially. We're still in the FA Cup, obviously, because we haven't played yet. We're still in the Champions League. We're still third in the league, albeit on goal difference. But that was an absolutely horrendous episode. This season so far has been below par for us. Far too many reds in there. Out of those 5 games, I would have expected to lose maybe 1, 2 at most. We've lost 3. We've only won 1. Poor. Very poor. Where we come back then will probably be Chelsea. Newcastle, Chelsea. Maybe come back for that. Maybe even come back for Chelsea, Bournemouth, and do the last day of the transfer window. I will pop in periodically and show you any sort of transfer dealings that we have. Saying that, though, we play PSG down here in February. So maybe we come back for Watford, Newcastle. I might come back for Watford, Newcastle tomorrow. And then we'll do some January stuff as well, and then we'll come back for PSG Fulham, and then we'll do the second leg PSG Villa maybe. I think that's going to be the plan. That's it for today, though. Very disappointing stuff as far as we're concerned, but hopefully we can turn it around, and January can't come quick enough. If you have enjoyed that, smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.